Previously on Fremont Thinkers.
Oh my God. Tell your father not to start the car.
You want my badge number? Here's my freaking badge number.
I can't lose this case.
Lois, the case is already over. Who did this to you?
In all my years of research, I've never seen a virus reproduce this quickly.
Everyone I've told about the file is dead.
What do you mean, cut the blue wire? They're all blue wires! Face it, he's never coming out of that coma.
Frosty, you're a Russian sympathizer?
Yes, I am. I want to be part of the Cool Kids Club. I mean, if Trump is a Russian sympathizer, Elon Musk is a Russian sympathizer, I mean, why not? Why not?
That's it. I'm getting out of here.
You know, even though I don't agree with Russia, Putin, and a lot of stuff, but hey, you know, if everybody else is doing it, why can't I?
Now that I have got you all caught up.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
So, in the previous video, we talked about the death of the legacy media. But here is where we are now. We are talking now about the media ass kissing.
We'll start the ass kissing with you.
Upon his election, Morning Joe, who said some really horrible, nasty things about President-elect Donald J. Trump,
Very much so.
immediately ran their ass down to Mar-a-Lago to kiss some ass,
Absolutely.
as you'll see here. Frosty, what does that headline say?
Morning Joe meeting with Trump was driven by fears of retribution from incoming administration, says source.
Now, that's what they want you to say. They did that whole was driven by fears of retribution. Focus on those three words, fears of retribution. Now, Frosty, you told us in the previous video that they like to use words and phrases to kind of elicit certain emotions and responses and images with people.
Absolutely.
So what do you think that the average American is going to think when they see that term, fears of retribution?
That Trump is going to lock them up. He's going to put them in the gulags.
Exactly, because that very show, or one of the many people that said he would do that very thing.
He's going to exile them to Serbia.
But in reality, we know that's not the kind of retribution that they were fearing.
Yeah.
The retribution that any media organization fears is a lockout, a shutdown, blocked access.
Hey, fellas, can I join?
Sorry.
Because once you block access, that kills you.
Yeah.
You are now dressed up and standing outside the party with no way to get in, dancing on the street to the music in your head.
I don't see how you can hate from outside of the club. You can't even get in.
Yeah, that's something I didn't know. It didn't cross my mind until you mentioned to me before. It's like having access for these media companies is massive. They want to be first because the first gets the clicks. Everybody's trying to vie for that attention, the eyeballs. And if you're late to the party, especially with this legacy media, you know, you're missing out.
And more importantly, just as importantly as being first, is just being there. You can't be MSNBC.
Prestige.
You can't be MSNBC and having to use CBS's or ABC's video coverage of what happened during a press briefing.
Yes.
It makes you look absolutely horrible. So yeah, with that, they have to be able to get the access. And that did not come without retaliation, believe it or not, Frosty.
Mm-hmm.
You know the saying, if it weren't for double standards,
they wouldn't have standards at all.
Exactly.
The left would not have standards at all. And with that being said, there is no greater civil fight, no greater entertaining fight, then you have left turning on left, like a NASCAR race. They're making a left turn. It's left turning on left, and it is glorious. So check this one out. Frosty, what does that headline say?
MSNBC contributors trash network, shreds Morning Joe colleagues over Trump meeting. This is not working.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Now, shouldn't you want to talk to the president?
For
I thought
them,
as a news organization, shouldn't you want access to talk to the president?
Well, duh.
absolutely. But they have destroyed their credibility over the years, and they've painted Trump as worse than Hitler for so long that their audience that was still watching them
Can't understand it. Their followers don't understand. Why did you change? Let's read what it says here. MSNBC contributor Jennifer Rubin went on an unprecedented tear against her own network as well as her Morning Joe colleagues, Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski. Let me stop before I go any further than that. It's not her network. She's just a contributor. Contributors are freelance people, so don't let that. It's not her. It's a network that she goes on. She's not employed by MSNBC. Reading on her podcast, defiantly criticizing her employer's business model. Again, misnomer. That's not an employer. And ratcheting up her attack towards the duo for revealing their meeting with President-elect Donald Trump. On Friday's installment of Jen Rubin's Green Room, the name of her podcast, Rubin accused Scarborough and Brzezinski of forgetting that their audience despises Trump and that viewers wanted them to hold the line against Trump instead of engaging with the incoming president.
Are you done? Are you done?
Let's stop right there. Previous video. Hey, Frosty, what happened to their audience? Them and CNN?
Oh, they lost a massive ton of viewership.
50% of their audience, 30-year lows. Well, apparently, holding the line gets half your people to walk out on you.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Jennifer Rubin is the kind of person that a lot of people blindly follow. It's literally the problem with this leftist ideology. Y'all blindly follow people who have no skin in the game.
Yeah.
She's calling out a news network for doing what a news network is supposed to do,
Exactly.
which is apologize, do whatever it takes to keep access.
Because even if, for example, you will still want to keep access, even if you don't like him.
For
example, as we're supposed to be, sharing the news, even to say, hey, well, we should go talk to him. And even if we disagree, we'll say, hey, we met him, we talked to him, we disagree with this, we disagree with that, but we still need to talk to the guy. I mean, that just makes sense to me. They've been doing it for years.
Look at Fox News. Fox did not agree with Biden. They still had access.
Yeah.
He's out of line, but he's right.
And I think one of the things that got Fox access was that the majority of what people would call right-leaning media, they never attacked Biden unjustly or personally. They never said, oh man, he's a senile old coot, without anything backing that up. When they questioned his mental capacity, that's because they saw that man nodding off in meetings. They saw him wandering off at summits. They saw him turning to people who weren't there looking for a handshake.
Whoa, hold on now. Those were cheap fakes. Okay. Korean Jean-Pierre said those were cheap fakes. Selectively edited videos of Biden. That's all that is. He just because it happened frequently.
Let me ask you a question, Frosty. If someone is a proven bullshit artist, would you listen to them?
No.
Okay. So let me tell you about the credibility of one Jean-Pierre. previous video, we discussed how that woman had no idea how the fucking border worked.
Okay, hold on.
So at that moment in time, when she did not know you can literally walk across the border, anything that woman says should be heard as, all right, that was just a taste. If you want the whole meal, then follow us over on Rumble under Free Mind Thinkers. There you'll get the whole, unedited, full context version of this video. This is your man, Big Brother Tucker, reminding you to stand up, stand out, think differently. Holla.